This is Brother Jamal coming to you live here on my YouTube channel on this Friday evening. Once again, this is Brother Jamal coming to you live here on my YouTube channel on this Friday evening. Um, I wanted to bring you a couple of things, maybe a few things I want to bring to you. As we always like to let the my listeners know that if you have any comments, feedback, please feel free to drop it in the comment section and we can check it out. If you have anything that you would like to see us do a video on or about, please also feel free to drop that in the comment section. Um, as you know, um, for the Muslims, we're in the month of Ramadan. Ramadan will be beginning to probably the first day of fasting will probably be inshallah probably be tomorrow. There'll be some special things that will be going on at the mosque tonight. But inshallah, Ramadan will officially starts tomorrow. It begins tonight. They have some special prayers and some other things they'll be doing. But as far as the fasting, inshallah, that'll start tomorrow. So the other thing I want to mention to you too, we have been attempting to do segments of Black history. That's what we've been trying to do now. I want to make it real clear that 28 days they set aside for Black History Month. And we've been saying, and I continue to repeat myself, the history runs 365 days. You cannot cram it all in 28 days they give us. So inshallah, after this month ends, inshallah, we'll still try to bring you Black history. We'll still try to bring you Black history segments in our videos. That'd be essential and important, that we do that. It's important also too, and I said this before, that parents become the first teacher of Black history in the home, because the schools, the various places are not going to do it. And in so many states, what I have found out in so many states around the country, they don't even talk about Black history. The most they may do is world history, U.S. history, and they may mention a little bit in that about Black history, maybe a little bit, but it's not in the curriculum. So, and most of the school systems around the country refusing to have Black history in the school system, even to recognize it. So that means that we have to teach our young people at home. And the second thing would be that we have some established and set up a community where we have, if it's once a month, we have Black history classes for our young people once a month. That's not a lot, but we have to make sure we establish that. Let me also say too that it's extremely important that, and I said this to you earlier, that we may do. Yesterday, I did a video live on Facebook. Try to put it out there, many places, many spaces we can put it in. We ask people to take it and share it and put it out there too. So with this on YouTube, my YouTube channel, from here I have some platforms that I put it on and put it there. If you have any place that you want to put my YouTube video after this show, you can feel free to. We're saying we have to get the word out. Now let me also say too that the reason I've been doing videos like twice a day, because there's so much going on. There's so many things going on, and we try to read and keep up with the news and the various things that are going on. If we don't necessarily get a chance to bring those to you in the videos, at least kind of bring you some segments or some pointers of what may be happening. And it's important that you keep up with what is going on as we speak. This is extremely important. One of the things I have continued to stand on, and this is my lesson from being involved in the movement. I said my resume gives me about 25, 30, 40 years being involved in the movement. So I have a little ground to speak on from my experience, just my involvement in the movement. And so anytime you have a movement for change, there's going to be sacrifice. There's no way that any successful movement for change is everything is going to be all A-OK and there's not going to be nothing happen. No, that's not the case. That is absolutely not the case. If you are going to get progress, if you're going to receive progress, there will have to be sacrifices that will be made. Nobody knows the date, time, when, where, and how many. Nobody knows that. Only Allah knows that. But there will have to be sacrifices made in order to have progress. And so, as I speak to you this evening, we have two individuals who are trying to move this country towards a new world order. I've said this time and time again, and this is precisely for what's happening. We have Elon Musk, his lineage goes all the way back to the apartheid system in South Africa, the Afrikaners, the white Afrikaners. That's where his lineage goes back to. And we have Donald Trump, who is just who he is. He might do any and everything. He might say any and everything. He may just, whichever way the wind blows, he might go that way with it, But these are two individuals that are trying to move towards set up a one world government, set up a dictatorship. This is where you see things going with all the programs that these people are cutting. That's dismantling, laying people off. All kind of stuff that's going on in the economy. And these individuals are the one that's behind it. These individuals are the one that's doing it. Now, they talk about deporting all of the Hispanics and people with green cards and citizenship, all this. At the same time, y'all, this Elon Musk, they're talking about letting the whites in South Africa come to America. For what? What would be the reason why they be coming here? For what? See, if you so busy deporting everybody, people of color mainly, why would you let the white South Africans come here from South Africa? The white Afrikaners in South Africa. I said to you, this is where Elon Musk come from. All his people did was went in there and robbed the black South Africans, robbed them, took all the gold mine, the silver, the copper, uranium, took all the farmland, took all the animals, everything. They robbed the black South Africans who had all of this, and they came in and robbed them and took it. So all of a sudden now, they want to bring the white South Africans here, Afrikaners. They should not be allowed to come here. No way they should be allowed to come. They should not be allowed to come to America, these white Afrikaners, because they're talking about deporting the black and brown people and poor people and Spanish. They're talking about deporting them. So why would they be bringing some white Afrikaners here to the U.S.? On what? Based on what? Why? See? That's one thing. The other thing is too is that we ask Allah to be able to bless the young people, the youth, because the next surge that we have in this country, the next big movement, which is going to be, inshallah, it's going to be bigger than George Floyd. George Floyd, because of this brother being murdered and the way he was murdered, it captured the whole world. That's why we had a worldwide movement. And we would need a movement this time stronger than that. We would need a movement stronger than that. So we pray the youth, the young people will step up. We know they will, because we already see where the young people are mobilizing, organizing, and calling for protests and demonstrations and marches. That's what it's going to take. And I'm saying to the people that catch this video, whatever city you in, whatever they might be mobilizing, organized, demonstrating, protesting in that city, you ought to be involved with it. You should be involved with it. Today they had a boycott, asking nobody not to spend money today. Now, it's going to take more than one time to do this thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the results and what the results was today from the boycott. I know I didn't spend anything. I wasn't planning on spending anything because I had saw the notice that come out a couple of days ago. So it was a blackout for me. So I think what's going to happen, we'll have to have a couple of these boycotts where they're being called at a national level, and we ask everybody to not go spend. We just don't know the spending power and buying power, excuse me, that we have, and we would exert it in the right way. See, we have a tremendous amount of spending power and buying power. We just have to exert it in the right way. And so, inshallah, we'll probably have to do this again. And what they were asking people today was to support the black businesses. If you're going to spend and buy, try to find a black business and support them and spend your money with them. That's what the call was today. So inshallah, we participated in that today. Didn't spend nothing. I wasn't planning on spending nothing. I wasn't planning on buying nothing. Whatever, it could wait until the next couple of days, whatever it was. So that was my position. So once again, the next surge is going to have to be a stronger one than what it was when George Floyd got murdered. It had to be a stronger surge. So that's what we have to, inshallah, have to prepare ourselves for. And people have to be ready to stand up because it's going to come. Things are going to get worse before they get better. And we have to be ready to stand up. That's what we have to be ready for, to stand up with this next movement. Because it's coming, y'all. Inshallah, it's coming. There's going to be nothing that we can do about it because it's going to come, because the oppression of these dictators and these individuals who are in charge, what they are trying to force and do to the people, all of it is wrong. All of it is wrong. And they are acting like they're dictators. They're not acting like you got a president. I don't know what Elon Musk is. He wearing, I don't know what he's probably doing. But anyway, he's the one that's up there calling the shots, because so them two, Elon Musk and Donald Trump, those two, see? So we have to have, there has to be a resistance, and there has to be people who stand for right, who stand for righteousness. There has to be. There has to be a group of people who are against wrongdoing, against the evil, the wicked ones. There has to be a group of people against them, opposed to them, see, and fight against those people. We fight to promote what's right and a just cause and liberation and freedom and for all. We fight for that. Then the ones who are against, we also fight against evilness. We fight against oppression. See, we fight against all that. We fight for the liberation of Palestine, for the liberation of Sudan. We fight for all of that. This is a worldwide movement, y'all. We fight for all that, for the freedom and liberation of Palestine, and for the destruction of the enemies of Palestine, for the enemies of the Gaza Strip. We fight for destruction towards those people, whoever they may be. So this is what we talk about. So once again, we're going to end this video. And like I said, comments, feedback you may have to give us, please drop it in the comment section.